What's up, everyone?
Hey.
Hey. Oh, Ian's muted. Hold on. Unmute his mic. Oh, nope, it's still muted. Oh, because he's in his car.
I muted myself. The blinker's on. I don't know.
Okay. Because Ian's in his car. He is riding passenger, though, this time. So,
yes, he's safe.
Yeah.
Algorithm.
Well, I'm riding passenger and River's driving, so I'm safe because there's airbags and seatbelts.
Whoa.
Yeah.
River's a phenomenal driver. I have all the
There you go.
He's a good driver, but he just finished the meet with, he did 100 breast, and then 2 events later was in the 400 free relay.
That's a lot of breath.
So he was already tired. They threw him in the relay. So, I gave him a bottle of water. I think he'll make it.
That's a lot of breath.
I'm trying to get your mics really quiet right now. But oh no, because it changed over the car. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Anyway, probably that's all that happened. Anyway, you don't have a long drive ahead of you. Welcome everyone to season 13, episode 14 of The Will Reads. Woo! Yay!
Woo! And there was much rejoicing.
This is actually episode, was it 265 maybe? Yep. No, 264. 264. Not a fun road to be on. That's 264? No.
It's not.
Yeah. Interstate 264. Just stay away from there. It just goes to Virginia Beach.
264?
Yeah, it's our 264th episode.
We've done that many?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, we've been doing this for a while. We're coming up on like our 5-year, ending our 5-year, being our 6th year. So yeah, we've done a lot. Been doing this for quite some time. I was less gray when I started doing this. It happens. Went through COVID, all that fun stuff. But hey, we're still here. Sounds good. So personal life, let's get into that. I don't think I have any announcements right now. I'm trying to think of anything I have to announce besides the fact that I guess it's been a few weeks since we were live because we've had stuff happening. Or 6-7, as the kids say. 6-7. Yeah. It's been my kids say it all the time.
I'm sure.
It's and I lean into it just to make it awkward. So if dad doesn't enough, then they stop doing it. But yeah, we're off for like 2 weeks in a row just because of life happening, sickness and things like that. I was like definitely sick yesterday. I still record the Cosme reads, but I'm feeling much better. My voice is coming back, which is nice. Yeah, so that's fun. But yeah, we did Chris and I and a couple others we did the Wada holiday live stream.
Oh, fun. Like that was a very enjoyable moment.
Yeah, so if you haven't checked it out, go to Malkir Talks YouTube. Go check out the 11 p.m. Eastern time hour. That's when we're on. We had a really fun game show. Chris won it. So congratulations to Ty Shard Kuma for kicking ass and taking names. So yeah, fun times.
For good cause. I mean, we raised money to help, people in need of food in the holidays, and so it's pretty awesome.
Exactly. Yeah, can't complain about that. So that's probably the only announcement really I have is just that was a fun thing. Go check it out if you haven't already, because it was fun. Anything else coming up? We have the holidays coming up, so we might be missing episodes here and there. I think we're good through Christmas, but who knows? It's Christmas season.
I'm actually going to be in Virginia next Tuesday, so
okay.
Unless I get an invite over, then I'll have to not be.
Oh no, there's a standing invite from recording nights. Yes. You're more than welcome to come over. So yeah. So fun times.
Can I make it down? You can bring your beautiful wife.
Can you make it down next Tuesday?
Me?
Yeah.
Let's talk as we get closer. Possibly.
Okay.
Cool.
And just a reminder for Thursday night for patrons, we are going to be doing a live reaction to the next chapters. Not these chapters, of course, because we're doing these chapters. But to the next chapters, we're doing a live reaction this Thursday night.
How many chapters?
It's really only 2 chapters that we need to cover, but they are the last 2, so I'm just gonna throw in the other one. So we're gonna do 3 chapters.
Okay.
So we
Unless
got
you
a
guys-
warm up chapter and then we get into it.
What do you say?
So there's a warm up chapter and then we really get into it.
Exactly.
Chanel has kept, she likes to poke the bear. And she's
Yeah.
like, ooh, you guys are getting the good stuff. Ooh.
Because she's finished the series now, right?
Yeah. she finished a while ago.
Oh, wait, we got an echo with the end.
It's
Hold
Ian.
on.
Yeah, it's Ian.
Anyway, yes.
I say she finished the series.
Yeah, she finished it
Okay.
a while ago, and she loves. She even was like, I might even want to sit in on this live reaction. So we'll see.
Fun times. What was that, Ian? Did you say something? Oh, we can't really hear you.
Makes me think somebody might be dying.
Interesting. Interesting.
Yeah.
Anyways.
like Slayer's going down. We lost
I think
Ian.
Ian's just gonna pause until he gets home. It's only like a 15-minute ride from where he is, so
We can get started without him. Personal
Well,
life for me.
you go to your personal life first.
Yeah. So my personal life, I was sick 2 weeks ago, like horribly sick with a sinus infection, and the doctors that I go to require you to be sick for 2 weeks before they give you an antibiotic, which is stupid since I get the same infection annually, and it takes the antibiotic to get rid of the infection. Like I've had sinus infections biannually since birth. And you give me the antibiotics, 3 days later, I feel good. 5 days later, I feel like Superman. I could hit the gym and lift more than I could 6 days before. But, doctors going to be doctors. They know what's best, even though I know my body. But hey. So then, yeah. And
Pharmaceutical companies know best.
well, you would think if that were the case, then they would be selling the damn antibiotic right away. They just throw it right at me. But my doctor doesn't do that. So, well, no, that's true. They want me to buy all over-the-counter crap first. It's like, we need you to try Mucinex MD on top of NyQuil and Dayquil. And I'm like, bro, I'm allergic to the stuff in that. Like, I'll take it. It's just going to make me worse. And that's exactly what happens.
Yep.
So, whatever. Make me sicker to then make me eligible to feel better. Great system. But then, we also traveled to Virginia. My mom was supposed to have had back surgery this past Thursday.
Okay.
And it got canceled at the last minute. The anesthesiologist got called into something else. So, an emergency. So now it's going to be in January. So it's going to be fun times. So I got to make a trip back down or up there. I've been doing a lot of driving. And then we went to Greenville, North Carolina for Rosie, the one that married us. She retired. This is the first time I've ever seen a pastor retire.
Okay.
And bro, when I tell you they did it big, it was like a whole weekend of like retirement gathering, So it was fun.
That's fun.
That's it.
I realized I skipped over my personal life. Yeah, personal life. I was sick too. I think I had strep throat, but because I didn't have a fever. I just had really painful sore throat and body aches, but no fever ever. But there's been the weird strain of strep throat going around, and I don't know. Yeah, I was out all weekend long, like basically quarantined myself and did a lot of work on podcast stuff. And yeah, a whole lot of that. And that's pretty much it. Get ready for Christmas. We have our Christmas party coming up soon. So are you in town next weekend?
This coming weekend?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, actually.
You want to come to a Christmas party?
What day?
Sunday.
Oh, I'm actually going to be in town on Sunday. So,
sweet. All right, you're invited.
I'm coming up Sunday morning. So, yeah.
Awesome. Sounds good. All right. Sounds good. All right. I'll send you the link for the invite, but it's I wasn't sure if you're in town. Ian, do you want to try to do your personal life right now, or?
I can. Can you hear me okay, Chris?
Yep, I can hear you.
All right, we'll roll with it. There's nothing too exciting to talk about, so we might as well get it out of the way. It's that time of year. I joke about it every year. Like, it's dark all the time. I go to work. I come home. I go to sleep. Somehow, like, I time travel to March. So I'm just in the thick of it. That's about it. I'm trying not to get fired at work. goes back and forth. They'll give me an award, and then I'll like curse somebody out. And then I think I told you about the award that I got recently.
Long
And
December,
like the following
and
day,
there's reason
when I say last minute, it was like 9:59, and I'm standing at the copy machine, and like my boss's boss, and then like the contracting director comes up, and they're like, "Oh, good job on blah blah blah." So are you ready to present that to? And they wanted me to give a brief to our legal counsel and policy, and then the head of the agency. And they were talking like it was a done deal. Like, yeah, it starts in a minute. You ready to go? And I was like, no. Why did you think that was a good idea? And the downs, I mean, I meant it, but like I said it out loud in front of like everybody, and I guess they got their feelings hurt. And I was like, well, it's not my fault that y'all thought from a leadership position you would throw this on me like literally a minute before it's supposed to start. You don't ever ask me that unless it's life or death. No, the answer will be no. That's poor planning on your part. I'm sorry. So apparently they'd been talking about it for days too, and they literally just assumed I'd be fine with it, and then just told me last second. I was like, no. And I don't mind winging stuff, but it's like the principle of it. Like, I had already planned my first coffee break, and I was going to go use that bathroom down in the gym where it's like, you can really stretch out. So I just went
Nice.
But did you do the brief?
And then today, no.
I wish I could stand on my nose like you
like,
do. I need to be more like Ian. I'm going to channel you in 2026. Fuck your bosses.
I'm getting unofficially counseled for it because they know they were wrong. So like they're not coming down on me, but they were telling my supervisor to talk to me about it, about better ways of saying it. And when he finished, I was like, this is what I told my boss. I was like, I just want to say, I've been watching you as you've been taking on this leadership role. You're doing a good job. And the way you delivered all of that, you said everything you're supposed to, and you did a great job. But I'm going to tell you that if they do that again, I will respond the same way. And you can let them know that, or I'll go let them know that. They messed up here, not me. But like,
standing on his business.
Yeah.
Not so loud in front of everybody. That doesn't look. They also do it before they come out. Like, anyways. And then recently, I was on a leave, and I got a call from my supervisor. And I don't mind taking some calls if it's important, something I was working on. He had some questions about one of the projects. I answered that. He goes, oh, by the way, I have to forward you an email from, operations, and everybody has to read through the new whistleblower regulations and then respond back that you've read it. And it's due by 2:00 today. And I was like, well, I'll look at it tomorrow. He was like, no, they said, even if you're on leave, you have to do it. And I was like, well, tell them that I told you, no, I am absolutely not going to do that while I'm home sick. What are you thinking? And I want you to say, what are you thinking? He was like, I'm not going to say that. I was like, no. So I'm probably going to go back, and they're going to get mad about that too. But seriously, if somebody's on leave, no.
My mama said.
No.
To tell you.
And he's trying to play both sides, because later he texts me and he's like, look, man, I agree with you totally. Like, I can't believe they were asking for that for people on leave, but I'm just doing what I was like. That's the difference between you and I. If I was in a leadership position and I knew they were asking me to do stuff to my employees that is just like, no, I would tell them no. I wouldn't make my employees have to say no.
I mean, if you hadn't answered the phone, you wouldn't have known anyway. So like, and you have no reason to answer that phone when you're on sick leave. Like, you're on leave.
And he needs to be right, and they need to be careful about that, because they're going to burn that bridge. I'll answer it for a couple of people, because if it's a real emergency with something that's affecting like important stuff we're working on, like, yeah, I want to be able to chime in and help out even if I'm on leave. I know stuff comes up, right?
Go U-turn.
But if you're using it for stuff that's not an emergency, it's like the boy that cried wolf. I'm going to stop picking up the phone.
Correct.
Driveway or U-turn?
Do the U-turn and pull up where we normally do.
If it were me, it'd be like, I need to reclaim my time.
Yeah.
I told him, I was like, how do you want me to record this time? He's like, what do you mean? You're on leave. I was like, this smells a lot like work to me. You and I don't hang out outside of work, and yet.
So Peter, about those TPS reports, I'm gonna need you to come in on Saturday, and yeah, I need some Office Space clips to play here. It's good times. Good
And
times.
then there weren't that many people left in the office the other day, but one of the other supervisors was talking to me, and I'm cool with everybody. So it wasn't like an interrogation or anything, but I told him, and rather loudly, I was like, look, if it's not already obvious, if there wasn't a hiring freeze, I would have already left. Maybe not this agency, but I would have left this department. I'd have been seeking a job somewhere else. And I like all of you all individually as people, but the processes here and the leadership overall, I can't work like this. I don't know how anybody does. Like I get why everything is like putting out a fire, because our processes are horrible and the people in leadership position.
Sounds about right.
So, anyways,
Oh,
so
there
they're
you
probably
go.
ready for me to leave.
There's the audio.
He's out of his car finally.
Yeah. But yeah.
All
Cool.
right, switching to speakerphone. Can you hear me now?
Oh
Yes.
yeah, you're loud and clear now.
We
Awesome. All right. So you guys ready to talk about some real time?
Sure.
Let's
You know what? We could have all used some good soup
soup.
in these
Don't
last
like soup.
weeks.
What is your favorite soup? Let's talk soup for a second.
You know
Are you a
what?
French onion guy or a broccoli cheddar guy? Or are you more of a chili? A good
Chili.
good meat chili.
Oh
good
yeah,
meat chili.
I'm a good I was gonna say tomato because like in my mind,
chili
I don't
isn't
count
soup. Start over.
I was gonna say, I don't count chili as soup. Like chili is a meal. Like
That was
when
a
I eat-
setup, Alan.
That was a setup.
Yes.
Taco soup. Taco soup's delicious. If you had taco
No,
soup before, it's really good.
I have not.
That's good.
Yeah.
But typically, don't they put like corn tortillas in taco soup?
Yeah, I mean, I usually just have corn chips and like eat
I
soup
can't
out
eat
of
corn, so
potato
But-
leek. Okay.
I
Chili
typically
is its own category. Yeah, you're right. It was
it
a
is,
setup.
yeah. But when I tell you, my answer was going to be a good old tomato soup. Like, there's nothing better than a tomato soup with a nice grilled cheese. I don't mean like white bread with a piece of like the Kraft in the plastic,
Yeah.
tastes like plastic cheese. I mean like a 3 or 4 cheese, like toasted real nice, real butter, and not that soy-based bullshit. Like I want Kerrygold butter. Like, yes, dip that in that tomato soup, and I might have some tomato soup this weekend.
What is the Slovakian soup that's really, really good?
We call it sour soup.
Yeah.
But it's got sauerkraut in it, and there's like
Mhm.
some type of mushroom that is super fancy and expensive.
Yeah.
I've
It's
never
really
heard of
good
that.
though. It's really good.
Oh, it's fantastic.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like stews. You get some Gouda base. Yeah. Some Brunswick stew or some Gouda base with some onions and peppers. Oh man. Yeah. Brunswick's good too.
Man.
Oh man, stews and
Did you eat
soups.
dinner, Alan?
Oh, man, I did have dinner. I had a hot dog and some chips because I was lazy. I had hot dogs in the fridge.
I was like, and now I'm ready for soup.
And now I'm ready for soup, man. I was lazy tonight, so I was like, I mean, I don't feel like cooking because the kids so Tuesday nights they have like a kids program they all go to, so the kids are all fed. So it's like wife like fitting for herself. So like we're not gonna cook. Like we're just like what's ever in the fridge, just go grab whatever you can. I was like, oh, there's some hot dogs. I'll just cook up some hot dogs real fast, and there you go, hot dogs.
It works.
Yeah, some Hebrew Nationals. There you go. Some good kosher hot dogs. They're good.
Yeah.
They're good. They're good hot dogs. All right.
Speaking of soup, I'd like to have
soup.
some swan soup.
Some swan soup.
Swans. I wonder if they actually make a swan soup. Anyway, I like to have some swan soup.
So we start with in Swan's point of view. Nynaeve just took the 3 oaths. Yeah. So she did it. She committed.
They never said what color she chose.
They did, did they? Huh. Do we know? I mean, I think we know, but
we know, but also, does that really matter right now?
No, it doesn't.
I guess not. It is literally the end of the world, so
yeah. Ballpark singles are good too. That's some good stuff. Ballpark singles, but yeah, She
I'm
told
not used to having a hot dog that doesn't fill the bun. If the hot dog don't fill the bun, it ain't for me.
Yeah, I like to get the bun length ones. Like they're the longer ones. Yeah, it's good stuff.
Yeah.
Are we talking about hot dogs still? Anyway, so she told Egwene also about the cleansing of Sidene. You know, what everybody else saw, you know, inside the skies and everything like that. Yep.
It's really interesting because she's giving her account of this time with Rand.
Mm-hmm.
And it again dawns on you how poorly they communicated, because Nynaeve has seen Rand. Like,
right,
she could have gotten this account firsthand from Rand. Would she have believed it? I mean, you would hope. They were really good friends. They were almost lovers. Oh yeah, those are the expensive mushrooms.
Yeah, there you go.
But you would think that she could have spoken to him and gotten a little bit more information, especially with the position she's in, the position of power that she just happens to be in.
Yeah. She backs Rand up though.
Yeah,
she backs Rand up because like Egwene starts getting on Rand about forcing bondings and stuff like that, and Nynaeve's like, I mean, takes Rand's side a little bit.
Improve it. She's like, it's good though. Like, it's good things are happening here.
Yeah.
Remember, Egwene's visit wasn't a personal visit. There was no opportunity for that, really.
Yeah.
Like, there was everybody watching. She was definitely in the role of Amerlin.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with what you're saying. Stuff's been missed. They haven't had good communication. I don't know that I'm really. I guess I get it. It'd be nice if people would like put down the roles that they're filling and realize the situation, have some very honest conversations. Yeah, we need that, but I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can understand that. And all of that, they were eating some real good soup. Like, they had some ingredients that were brought to them from Camelin, and these ingredients were not going bad. So that's kind of reinforced the whole like Rand has gone good and he's cleansing things, because they finally got a soup that lasts longer than 5 minutes without spoiling. So
yeah. They do kind of poke at Nynaeve when she's being a little bit supportive of Rand, and they're like, oh, you know, you've been around him too much. He's got you fooled. Or there's some at least thought or conversation about, man, is it his Taviranness that has her thinking this way? Or like, is this an accurate assessment from her? Like, how much can we trust it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which that's a fair point. Did she get Taviranned, or like?
She did make the statement though. She's like, he has changed, and people would now bend to all of his wishes. So she recognizes that and she acknowledges it. You know, Swan did have that thought of, it's a good thing we got her away when we did, because she's been around him too long. She's starting to sound like him and to agree with him too much. Right. But in the same token, she realizes what's happening and her thoughts are still what they are. So, you know, it's debatable, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it shifts to Egwene starting to show some of the Aes Sedai about Tel'aran'rhiod in preparation for laying a trap. She's still after the Forsaken.
Right. Death's in the Tower. So
Death's in the Tower,
they have to figure this issue out. They've got to capture
Messina, yeah.
So.
Masana. Yeah.
I'm going to be very upset if she's reacting to the assassin, but still somehow her plan works to trap Messina.
I think this is going to happen.
I'm going to be so upset.
I think she's going to manage to kill two birds with the same stone.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I guess upset's not the word. I think, you know, when I was sticking up for Gawain and y'all were like, oh, there's some event where like folks are on trial and they need somebody to defend Gawain.
Yeah.
Somebody, I would totally do that, because this is a perfect example. If she ends up being successful, it is not because she made good decisions. It's either Taviranness or dumb luck.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, but we don't know what traps she's setting in the moment. She is using a lot of people for bait, though. I mean, pulling in the Windfinders, drawing in the wise ones, doing it in Tel'aran'rhiod, where there's a lot more potential for crazy-ish to happen.
Well, that's why it might work. It's not a bad plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Other than nobody suspects the head of the kitchen. Well, last second before the plan starts, she's gonna go get something to eat, like some comfort food.
Some good
Or maybe this. Wait a minute. Maybe we've already seen the trap. Maybe it's in the soup.
Oh.
Maybe they've been poisoned already.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
No.
And we missed the significance of the name of the chapter. But anyways, even if it's not, before the plan kicks off, Egwene's going to go talk to the head of the kitchen, like, for some advice, comfort, whatever. And she's going to get snatched up before the plan even starts.
Mm.
There you go. Yeah.
This title should have been something more like Soup and the Tea, which don't really go together.
Yeah. But yeah, so Nynaeve also, she thinks it's a good plan, but doesn't like the fact that Egwene's leading it. And is like, let me do it. And Egwene's like, I know a lot more about Tel'aran'rhiod, and that's essential.
Yeah.
So,
well, she even said,
She
said, though I am who I am, I'm also a weapon that the tower must use, and the tower must use all weapons. So, at the end of the day, she's disposable. She can be replaced.
Yeah. Yep. So anything else from all this before we switch over to Perrin's point of view?
Nah.
A really brief Perrin snippet.
I want to know what's in the soup now. What's in the soup?
What's in the soup?
Rabbit. It's rabbit stew.
It's rabbit stew.
They finally caught bugs.
What's in the soup? What's in the soup? Anyway. So yeah. Switch to Perrin.
Hot sauce and soup is good. I'll give you that.
Perrin continues to learn the wolf dream. Entering and fighting nightmares, like a good old 90s montage of just like Rocky jogging along and like leveling up. And the eye of the tiger. Anyway, so
running around chasing that big black rooster.
Yeah.
Getting ready.
Yeah. Perrin hit the nightmare running.
Yes, he did, to the water.
Yeah.
He flat out was like, yo, these people have twisted imaginations.
Mm-hmm.
And which I thought was pretty cool to kind of throw that in there. That was like a fun moment. I'm like, that was definitely a Jordan moment, or not a Jordan moment.
There's a moment.
Jordan moment. Yeah. He's like, twisted nightmares, because it made me think about, darn, the name just left me. The
Sunlight. Yumi.
Yeah, Yumi.
Yeah, but once he refuses to accept one is real, and it just vanishes. So he's like kind of getting better at this.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, yep, it's not real.
And then there was something in the water, and that something in the water got him good.
Which that festival got canceled. But apparently new producers now paying for a crap ton of money to have their own festival, because we need a festival too, apparently.
Why not? I hope so.
They spent $3 million of taxpayer money to do it. So
my god.
Yeah.
Which festival is this?
It's something the one that just announced. No, it's not something in the water, but they announced that they spent $3 million to have a giant festival this summer.
Is it gonna be at Huntington Beach? Oh God, please tell me it'll be at Huntington Beach.
Downtown Newport News.
They want people to die.
Yeah.
It's gonna be in Huntington Park. It's not even gonna be at Huntington Beach. It's gonna be at Huntington Park.
I mean, I've heard good things are happening downtown. I haven't been down there in a while, but
there's parts that have gotten nice and they've worked on. We talked about this before. Aaron Brooks has thrown a lot of money down there.
Yes.
And I
help revitalize stuff, and
Dick has too. Like, trust me, so my ex's mother was a part of like that whole planning phase, and
it's still Newport News though.
City council members bought up a bunch of stuff, and they had a plan. They they made a mistake. It took all the downtown people uptown. It's actually like my sleep hoodie. But anyway, they took a lot of downtown people and moved them uptown. You took people from multiple rival gangs and put them together, and that's why we've seen some of the violence that we have seen. But that's also a strategy. We won't get into that, but it worked, or it's working. It's just horrible.
So there's a big music festival coming. So I was talking to the person that runs the Ferguson Center, all the music entertainment. The only problem is they're so behind on just announcing it now and starting the process to try to find good acts this short notice.
Yeah.
Because like there's not many people taking dates for the summer now. Like he said Jason Mraz is, but like that's not good for downtown.
No, not at all. It'd be fun for us. I like
they
Jason.
the Ferguson just
bring back Missy Elliott. That's all we want.
Exactly. Yeah. The Ferguson Center just booked Robert Plant for a concert. Which he's 78 years old. I don't think he'd hit those notes anymore. I don't think he'd hit hit Led Zeppelin notes. But yeah.
I need to talk to him and see what that's all about.
Yeah. Anyway.
But
so
they need to beg Missy, they need to get Magoo, they need to get Timbaland, they need to go ahead and get Pharrell to come back. You know. If
after Virginia Beach burned Pharrell, I mean he might come to Independence.
Yeah, he should. So we love him.
We do. We love him.
Even invite Chris Brown. That it will throw him a bone.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, you know, and they can invite Slayer. I bet you Slayer can.
Slayer.
That's just Slayer.
We don't have Slayer in this chapter, so that's pretty much it for Perrin's point. It's just, yeah.
Well, there's that moment where he like got sucked into the waves, and then he,
you
know, made the decision that it was no longer waves, but he was still in Kyrian, and then all of a sudden he was floating on stones above the waves, and then he exploded the creature.
Yep.
And he's like, I need to be faster. And Hopper's like, I mean, you're doing great.
Yeah.
And then
he runs a lot for Hopper to give praise. That's a lot.
Yeah.
He's getting it.
I have a bad feeling we're gonna lose Hopper soon. It's just a bad feeling.
Sure.
I hope not, but because it'll be the forever loss. I don't want that for him. He should like be with the heroes of the horns.
Tied to the line.
Yeah.
Hopper's a good boy.
Hopper's a
maybe that's why Hopper's still sticking around. Maybe he is part of the heroes now.
Ooh.
Maybe so.
We just don't know yet. Next time the horn gets blown, he's gonna pop out.
He's a good boy.
Yes, he's a good boy.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. All right. Then we switch.
Then we switch to Gawain. Yeah. Gawain's with Elaine. They're at the Rose March.
This is a fun moment. This is a very fun moment. I feel like we talked about this.
I don't know. I don't think so. Yeah. Yeah. And you know, she's talking to him about how much he hates Rand. And he's like, I just hate him because of all the stuff he did, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, you're just jealous.
Well, and he also was just like, first off, he's like, man, I love the smell of the flowers. Like in all the world, Kyrian still has flowers and is blooming and we're amazing. And she's like, oh, Rand did that. He's like, why are you so into this man that no, he didn't believe. He's like, you're so into this man. You think like literally he makes flowers grow. Like, no.
It's like, well, literally he did.
He's like, next you're gonna tell me he's your baby daddy. And she's like, and if he is, you would keep that quiet because we don't need people out. He's like, really? Really, ho? I mean, really? Where I'm from. Yeah. That's what you be called. But anyway.
Yeah, let's talk about that though. Let's talk about that.
Uh-huh.
All right. What if we're so everybody's like, oh, Elaine having Rand's babies. That's so cute. But look at how it unfolded and how fast it happened. And I'm not going to say she threw herself at him or him at her, whatever. I get it. There's some beauty to the love story. I just don't want us to get caught up being hypocrites because if this was like some kid that was a nobody that sprouted up senior year of high school, turns out he could play basketball really well, and then gets like this multi-million-dollar contract, and all of a sudden, you know, this one hot girl that wouldn't give him the time of day shows up and gets pregnant and is like, I'm gonna have your babies. We married now. We would talk about it differently. And that's kind of what happened.
Yeah, she's a trifling.
That's kind of the song that goes through my head. You know, I don't want to judge her like that, but is Godwin wrong?
When Kanye was still sane.
Was he ever?
You know,
wait, you mean he's not?
He had his mother to keep him on for you.
I like Kanye.
Yeah, he moved across the street from his ex to keep an eye on her. Come on, bro. Like Ray J dogged that. You got sloppy seconds. It's a great sloppy second. I would take it in a heartbeat. But I love my wife. But
anyways, he does agree to let it go after she convinces him to let it go with Rand. He's like, let it go, let it go.
They start talking about how years ago she tried to push him into the pond that they were walking by.
Yeah.
And he's like, she's like, you're still upset about that? And he's like, well, yeah. Why? Like, you tried to push me, and you say you didn't try to push me, but you did try to push me. And she's like, you're being childish. You were on the stick, and I jumped on the stick, and you almost fell off the stick. That's your fault.
She's like, I step rather aggressively sometimes. That's just who I am.
Yeah.
It's interesting though, our personalities as kids, if you have siblings, and like the things we do to each other, against each other as part of like the natural sibling stuff growing up, unless you spend the time later in life, like really asking yourself the questions of why you are who you are, why do you act the way you do in certain situations, why do certain things bother you the way they do, you start to find out that a lot of stuff is tied to the way your siblings treated you, what their expectations were of you, or how you were treated differently by the parents versus a middle or younger sibling. Like,
you can tell who's a younger sibling in this podcast. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, I mean, I don't make excuses by it or whatever, but oh, come on, Alan. You being the oldest, like there wasn't a hint of we're learning how to be parents. There wasn't a hint of like we have high expectations, and you also have your father's name. There had to be like a feeling of higher expectations, right?
There was, and then my mom also just fell in love with the baby, the family. It's her favorite. So yeah,
sure. And I'm not saying any of that's negative. All of this is natural. It happens in all families, and like, but it does, and it affects us all throughout life, whether we say it out loud or not. So her trying to be like, oh God, when like you're still thinking about something when we were little, that's so ridiculous. Like, no, these are important things that shape us.
Yeah.
I remember there was like one, I think it was in college. Like maybe it was after college. There's like one time where my parents were saying something about like, I thought I was acting up or saying something that out of pocket. And she said something, and I was like, at least I'm the only son you have that's never been arrested.
Yes.
The ultimate comeback. I will always have that.
There's still time, Alan.
Yeah, there's still time.
There's still time.
It's like, what does that mean? Like, you can do anything you put your mind to it. You might get arrested for it, but you can do anything. Don't let anybody tell you anything differently.
Anyways,
so yeah, fun times. So going back to Gawain, so he's walking the streets and he runs into some Shanchin, and he has his little knife, and they're like, where'd you get that? And he's like, I killed the guy, took it off him. It's like, no, you didn't.
No, you didn't.
No, you didn't.
Ain't no way.
Like, there ain't no way. Like, and they're like, what do you mean? It's like, that's a blood knife. And he's like, what's that? And he's like, yeah. So they give a little backstory, just a little brief, but it's just a little.
Before
but she was very freaked out.
Yeah, we also want to acknowledge that he has been offered now once again to be captain commander.
Yes,
and to free Brigitte, and he's like, that poser. Why would I let her keep the job? I'm good where I'm at right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and his heart's not into it. He's not going to accept a position like that unless his heart's into it. There's some honor in his response.
There is. He's like, let the poser keep her role. She's doing a good enough job.
The pretender.
Yes, the pretender. He's like, she looks like her too. I mean, but we know she's not really. Oh,
yeah.
If only he knew. But to your point, he has the knife. He's playing with the knife, and then the one Shanchan, she just freaks out. She's an ex-Damani, right?
Yeah.
And so, like, she can't get over the fact that she now has the ability to say I and me.
Right. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Talks about herself in third person.
Yeah. Like she's still an animal or something. And it's kind of sad, you know. What is that syndrome? There's some type of syndrome there that she's, you know,
being fucked up in the head syndrome.
That part. And so I love how they're trying to like help train her out of it. And even in the training, she's like, yes, mistress, I'm so sorry. Yes, mistress, I'm so sorry, me. But then it's like brought to his attention, like, all right, so we assume this came from a dark friend, but clearly
Yeah.
This came from somebody else.
Right.
So I
They're
need
like,
to
yeah,
get
they work for the Empress only, apparently. Like
Yeah.
Blood
Yeah.
Knights do. And they're super assassins. And once they tie themselves to Blood Knights, they don't die easily, and they have like expiration date. Like they're going to die. Like it's like a death warrant. It's like kamikazes.
Yeah.
And apparently there's no story out there of anyone ever being able to kill one because this person is convinced. And a little too unhinged. So Godwin is like, is there anybody else that might have some more info? Because I mean, I got a little bit here, but she's crazy.
Yeah, and you see this throughout history. I mean, like, and this is not just for like assassins, but like any group of people, if like death is certain, people will fight. There's nothing stopping them from like fighting to the bitter end. Like it's actually a strategy to leave a escape route for armies because you're going to take a lot more casualties if you don't. If you trap an army in a corner or something like that and try to you're going to take a ton of casualties trying to take them all out. Like it's better to leave a way for them to escape because
I mean that's where U.S. Special Forces came from. They took people literally that were convicts on death row, and they're like, let's just give them. They pulled people from the brigades, and they were like, all right, well, we got these military guys that don't know how to listen. We got people that are near death row.
Came from.
Yeah. They're like, let's just see what we can do with these guys.
I love Marines. I love our Marines. In case there's any Marines listening, we love you. We'll give you extra crowns.
Yeah.
All right. Just there will be extra crowns for you guys. I'll ship them to you.
But we know.
Yeah. Well, if you look at the psychological profile of a lot of your SF folks, what stands out? So a lot of them would probably test for being like or diagnosed narcissistic, but it's not that. They get diagnosed that way because there is a detachment from the results. They don't operate based off of results. They act when you should act.
Yeah.
So they act and do things without caring about the repercussions of it. So the goal is to have that type of ability and personality, but then, you also want to make sure they have a strong or enough of a moral foundation that mirrors like what you want, that they're going to act, in a way that's going to give you a beneficial outcome. I said early in this podcast, though, the people that acted the quickest, the swiftest, that responded to gunfire and ran towards it, the people that, when you read these stories of how they got their medals and the stuff they did, you're like, oh my gosh, like how on earth can you do that? I've talked to quite a few folks who were in situations like that and got their silver stars and their valor and everything like that. And they all had a common theme of they made peace with death before that day happened.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's not that they wanted to die. It's not like they knew they were going to die. It's they've already accepted it, made peace. They wrote their letters. They spoke to God, whatever it took. So there was no hesitation when the bullets started flying. So like,
keep it moving.
Right. I'm going to execute. That's it. I have nothing else to worry about in those last moments. I've already settled all that in my mind.
That's a problem I have. And that for me, it's more flipping my switch. But like, there was an instance right before I got married where this woman actually, I was supposed to pull out and she cut me off and almost hit me. So I laid on my horn. And then we ended up both getting stopped at the red light, her in front of me. And so her boyfriend jumps out of the car. And right away, the adrenaline like kicks in. And I'm like, fuck it, I'm getting out the car too. And he goes and reaches to pull out a gun. And I'm like, you better fucking use it. Like, that's where my mind. Chanel's in the car freaking out. Like, we're not even married yet. You're going to do some dumb stuff like this. And in my mind, I'm like, bro, you better use it because if you don't use it, I'm going to use it. Like, if I get that gun in my hand, you're done.
I'm going to beat you with it for a little while before I pull the trigger. Yeah. No, I know the feeling. Yeah.
It's like
getting married, being responsible for others' safety changes that. So getting married, but yeah. And for me, having kids and everything, I've had to check that. It's different.
That's what might do it for me. Cause even now, like I do fight this like moment of wanting to just like attack the attacker. Yeah. I can't help it. It just,
spent my whole life standing up to bullies. This is why I have no problem cursing out my management. It comes natural to me.
See, my hard thing is my management's A, mostly women, and B, all of them are really kind. So it's like,
oh yeah,
it's hard. If it was just asshole men, I'd be like, I'm going to the bathroom.
Yeah.
My mama told me to tell you.
Tell you. Anyway, speaking of women in charge, so when all of this is going down with Gawain, he's thinking, I need to get back to Egwene, and I need to make sure she knows what's happening. And then he gets a letter telling him to come back.
No later than 6:30.
No later.
No later.
He gets a letter telling him to come back, and right away the oppositional defiance kicks in, and he's like, wait a second, you didn't want me there, and now you're telling me I need to be there?
I didn't give you permission to leave. I didn't give you permission to leave.
It's like, since when do I need permission to leave? I'm not good enough to be your warder. I'm not good enough to be your protector. I'm not good enough to be your man. Like, I'm done. Like, Gawain stood on his word.
He threw the knife onto the tray. He's like, send this to her. Let her know it's not dark friends or Forsaken. You got Sanchin after you.
And strolled away. I love it. He strutted away. Forget strolled. He strutted.
Strutted.
Yeah. So I would say they're both Egwene and Gawain. Man, they're going about this all wrong. Both of them. I spoke before how I don't like the way Egwene is treating him. And other people chimed in with some excuses, not you all, but even from chat. But like, no, Amyrlin or not, she's treating that relationship wrong. Mm-hmm. This is where Gawain is messing up. And so this stems from his relationship with his sister and the frustrations he's had about it. He's thinking when he throws that at her, this is the mindset of, all right, you made this bed, now sleep in it.
Uh-huh.
Even though it's a life or death thing, he's probably so sick of watching his sister getting bailed out of dumb decisions or things that don't work out for anybody else's favor. But because she is who she is, she gets all this extra grace and opportunity and whatnot.
Well, yeah, and he's sick of that. He's like, and you're the one that went after all the Black Aja by yourself. Come on.
Right.
Don't judge me.
And then, and even Elaine's like, well, it had to happen and it worked out anyways. And he's like, you dummy. Like the amount of risk you took that could have been mitigated anyways. So that, so that's coming into play here, but that's something he's got to reflect on. And one, he can't judge the whole world based off of his relationship with his sister. And two, if the personal relationship with Egwene, if you really care about her, you're getting back as fast as you can with this info.
Right.
Not only that, let's expand a little bit more. This is still having something to do with the Forsaken and the deadliest assassins we've ever heard of in the White Tower, which is one of the most important groups that we're going to need for the last battle, right?
Right.
So like there's huge implications. There's personal implications, huge implications. This is immaturity because he's not able to reflect in the moment and be like, all right, I have to be there now to help her. So yeah.
It's
a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
He literally just got advice from Gareth Bryn, like about this exact same situation, essentially.
Yeah.
Like when she's ready and when she needs you, you will know. But he was also told to kind of act the way he needs to act, and he hadn't figured himself out yet. So
they are still young. I haven't started figuring myself out until even recently, and I'm 42. I haven't had time. Life has not allowed me to sit around and like figure shit out until recently. So
trust me, I had a moment where I was like, am I supposed to be more than like, am I supposed to be more adult? Like, what am I doing wrong? Like, like, hey, you ever have that thought? Like, am I supposed to be more adult? Like, what? No. When does this switch flip? When do I become more adult? Like other people around me?
You fake it a lot, and that's pretty much
okay. This is one of the downsides of having children people don't talk about. It forces imposter syndrome because things will happen and your kids will be around and their reaction is, oh shit, an adult needs to fix this. And in your mind, you're going, oh shit, an adult needs to fix this. And then you look around and you go, oh shit, I'm the adult. I don't know what I'm doing. This is a problem I haven't dealt with before. I can't call my mom in front of the kids. That'd be embarrassing.
Yeah, there's a lot of that.
I'm just gonna pick something to do and stand by it.
Yeah, you make it up. Yeah, a lot of parenting is just winging it. Whole lot of parenting is. Yeah, hopefully it turns out for the best.
Yeah.
Anyway,
No judgment.
Ready for the next chapter?
Yeah, that's why I said no judgment.
No judgment. Yeah, going. Yeah. Court is now in session. All right, we're into this. This is Kangaroo Court.
Ooh.
Yeah, I got all the court.
It was a little bit of a kangaroo court.
It is
He
a little
was
bit.
ready for this.
Actually, this is more a fair court than I've ever seen. But we'll get into it.
Yeah.
So Perrin is going to trial. Yeah, he tells the maidens to scout out while scout around.
Mm-hmm.
While he's there. And tells Daniel things. Yeah. And he tells Daniel things go bad. He's to follow through with Fael's plan. Yeah. Gateways are working again, which is kind of cool.
They're working outside of a distance.
Right. Yes.
Yeah. He's figured out that there's a
figured out where the boundary is.
Where the boundary is on the barrier. So he's figured that out. There's also a conversation, he has a conversation with Sulan and others and Gull, and he's like, I have this army, but I promise you, as soon as I get the chance, I'm disbanding it. Like, this is not my fight. This is Rand's fight. I'm here to support Rand. I just need to make it back to Rand. And part of me making it back to Rand is getting through this trial. And like you said, he has that conversation and he's like, guys, I know my wife has her schemes. She needs her secrets. But I'm going to tell you this. You need to wait for my signal before you enact whatever it is she wants done. If she wants me out of there, I'll leave. But not before it's my time. When I make the decision, I'll go. He's like, this is the distance that it's going to take for us to use the weaves. So I want you guys to make sure you have the people positioned a certain amount space away. That way, if we need to get the people out, that is your priority. We're going to get the people out, and then we'll figure out the war after that. And he warns them. He's like, somebody is watching us. They've set a trap. I don't want this trap sprung until it's on my terms. So just be weary and be ready.
Right.
And Gull comes up and he's like, look at you being a leader, being a king, being a tribal. He's like, no, I just said I'm not. He's like, no, you did a great job, young
bro.
man.
You're crushing it.
You're crushing it. Like, you're killing it. He's like, damn, I didn't mean to be.
Hey, and while I'm being relationship counselor, I just dogged a couple people for immaturity. Let's give some claps and snaps for Perrin here.
Yeah.
I love this part where he's like, hey, look, I know wifey's got you doing XYZ. Like, she's got you coming up with something, right? And they're like, oh, yeah. And obviously, he very much disagrees with it. It's not his plan. This is something wildly important to him. I mean, yes, Fael's worried for him, but this is his life on the line. Like, he has every excuse now to be passionate and, get in her face and be like, why are you trying to undermine me? Da-da-da-da. But that's not what he does. Just because you disagree with how to tackle something with your partner or spouse or whatever, you never try to control them. You don't try to force them into thinking your way. And there's definitely times where I just got to let them be them. And that's fine. They're going to be them. But this is what I need. Right. And man, I think he does a good job with it.
It is so hard sometimes, but
it is very hard.
I struggle with it so much. And y'all know the personality that I am. Like, I give and love and try and do, but every now and then, like, can't you just do it? Oh. And this is not just my wife. This is my siblings. It's my nephews. It's like,
it's us.
I have lived a life. Can y'all please just listen to me one time? I promise you the outcome will be so much better. But
yeah,
it is what it is.
This will sound dumb, but if you know me throughout my life, this is something to be proud of. The other day, I go to wash a couple dishes, and I reach up. I bought a very small, like the teeny tiny bottles of dish soap, and I've had that little bottle for 3 years. And then I keep the big one under the counter. and I refill it about 3/4, add a little water and shake it up so it's a little more runny, because that just works with the way I do dishes. I can squirt it easier, zap it in stuff. I'm not wasting as much. I've had that thing for 3 years. Now, you go in my kitchen and look at it, and you're probably like, oh man, they got this little baby bottle. It's like the label's all jacked up and everything, feeling sorry for me. So anyways, I go reach up to grab it and it's gone.
Oh.
And there's this fancy dish soap hand pump. And when I tell you, one, my heart was broken because I'm a person, I like my routines, let's have a discussion if we're going to change them, sort of thing. But like, I also had a very practical reason of why I liked using that. Like it does save on the amount of soap I use.
Yeah.
It's a lot more convenient. And but I didn't even bring it up to her, because I looked at it and I was like, she is trying to make this a better home for both of us.
Uh-huh.
There was nothing about her doing that was like, I don't like the way he does stuff. I'm going to do it my way. Like, she literally 100% of that was trying to make it better. So I was just like, this is the new way I do dishes now.
Yep. It's one of the key things that helps people in life is never confuse malice with ignorance.
Yeah.
It's just a thing. So people take a long time to learn that lesson in life. And this is a lesson for anyone listening. Yeah, don't confuse malice with ignorance. Most people are ignorant. They're not being malicious. They're not.
There's no way you can know that I purposely have that and really enjoy having it, and it's all for a reason. I've never told her.
Yeah, people are in their own world doing their own thing, and they're not doing it to piss you off, or you are not even part of that equation. A lot of times, I think about it, like you see like social media influencers or people like doing TikToks, and like someone walks in their frame and like, how dare you did this on purpose. It's like, no, they're doing about their business and they had no idea what you're doing. They don't care.
Literally just walking here.
Yeah, I'm just walking. But like people always like conflate the two, like where they assume it's malice, and assuming malice is a really hard way to live. But some it's ignorance. They just they're in their own world. They're doing their own thing.
Yep.
It's not negative at all. It's just it is what it is.
And here's Perrin in his young 20s learning that very early, and it took me far too long to figure that out.
I had the conversation the other day with someone, like I think it was at church, and they were talking about like how like someone snubbed them, and I was like, but did they really, or was it just like they're busy in their own world and they just forgot, and like it has nothing to do with you. It's not that they don't like you. It's just that life's happening to them, and it just happens. Like, you didn't call you back. Like, I don't know how many times like I said, oh yeah, I'll call you back in 3 days. And like 2 weeks later, I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't call you back in 3 days. It was 2 weeks later. It's because it's like life happens. It wasn't like a intentional, like malicious thing. And like, as I'm talking to this person about this, one of this guy walks by, I put my hand out to like dap him up or whatever. And he's in his own world and walks right past me and leaves me hanging. And I was like, perfect example. This is a perfect example here. I'm not mad at him. Like,
he turns around and he's like, but I did this shit on purpose.
Yeah, he turns around like, I don't like you.
I don't like you. Hey, Ian, by the way, is that ham and cheese?
The last one was, and I was still hungry, so now I'm just doing a plain wrap to top it off. But it was ham and cheese on the last one. And I microwaved it a little bit just to get the cheese to melt just a little.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Nice. So, anything from all this before we switch to Fail's point of view? I guess the last thing is he realizes that, if the White Cloaks would have sprung a trap, they would have done it by now too. Like,
yeah.
I love the little back and forth. Hopefully this is the same point of view. No, this is the Fail. I'll wait.
Fail, yeah.
So
switch to Fail's point of view, where Bane and Chiad are taunting Gaul. There's a little back and forth there.
Yeah, that was what I liked. It's all
they're
about
showing love in their own way.
Yeah,
I don't know that it's a taunt.
Fail's like, this is so crazy. Like, these people are just ridiculous. Like, he did all this work to get his weapons ready, and then Ben and Shia come over and they're like, yeah, give me your weapons, take our weapons. They're like, you prepared those, so they're no good. And instead of him getting upset, he's like, hey, you're probably right. Let me take the better ones. And she's like, for the things that he should get upset for, he doesn't. And the things that he shouldn't get upset for, he does. The culture is so confusing. So it does give you that little back and forth between the two cultures, which is pretty awesome. And then we also have this like realization that Verlaine is all into not Gawain. What's his name? Galad.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like, we got to use this to our advantage. Like, we're gonna use Verlaine in some way to get him on our side.
Yep.
Yeah.
Perrin also tells Fail here that the last battle's close, that Rand needs him.
Yeah. She admits he admits to her to like being able to see Rand in the dreams and stuff.
Yep.
She just accepts it, like, okay.
Yep. And then they head over to the White Cloak camp.
That was simple enough.
Yep. They head over there, and Perrin first asks Galad not to let them turn to battle. Galad says, well, will you agree to accept the punishment? Perrin's like, I'll agree.
And then you have Fail on the sidelines absolutely flipping out. She's like, wait, what are you doing? Like, we didn't agree to this. This is not what we agreed to. Not at all.
Yeah.
And then, you know, it starts, and you have Morghese kind of look at Perrin, and she's like, you know, what's going on? And she's like, she brings the White Cloaks up. They tell their tale, and Perrin's like, it mostly went that way. He's like, I killed those men. Like, I killed them because they killed my friend.
Right. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I like the way
3 charges.
I like the way Morghese started, though. Alan mentioned it already. Like, this is one of the most, like, the few times I've been to court, I would have loved to have Morghese as a judge.
Yeah.
Because every single time, within 2 minutes, we'd have been leaving, and the other person probably been getting chewed out, including the cops. So, yeah. But she was like, you know, she let Galad talk first and give the list of charges. And he wanted to bring up the dark friend thing. And he was like, but in evidence and da-da-da-da-da. And she's like, well, it sounds like that's not on the table for today then.
Yeah.
Because you don't got evidence. You know, we're not going to do, I think no. So we're just going to hear. And she narrows it down. Yeah. Right. She narrows it down very specifically to what they're going to hear that day.
Yeah.
And
Perrin admits that he killed the men, but he's like, it wasn't murder, though.
Yeah.
He's like, I will stand to that story that's not murder. And yeah,
this is where I wanted more, though. He confesses, you know, well, at the very end, and she's like, are you sure you said everything you want to say? Like, your life is in the balance here.
Yeah.
And that's when he asked her the question of, like, you know, do you look at all the little pieces that make up the whole story? Da-da-da-da-da.
Right.
And eventually gets into being honest with everybody about the wolf stuff.
Right.
I was hoping, I would love to ask, and maybe somebody already has at this trial, why didn't we have Perrin like call some of the wolves over or something?
Well, this is also a trial of men. And I don't know if the wolves would have.
Well, and I was going to say also, like, the White Cloaks still see the wolves as friends of the devil, shadow spawn. So you're even putting them at risk.
Or maybe find a way to draw one of them into the wolf dream with him.
Yeah.
Like, to try to convince them. I don't know.
I don't know if they would have come either. Like, I don't know. Because that's like, I mean, he could have asked, but I don't know if they would have said that. Like, they're like, that's men stuff. Like, I don't care about that.
Well, and more than that, remember, they can sniff out the dark friends a lot better and the shadow a lot better, and they despise it. And there's definitely some shadow, probably within both camps, but definitely within the White Cloaks camp.
Bornhold going off like, you know, you killed my father. He's like, no, I didn't. I fought alongside your father with the Heroes of the Horn. Like, it's like, it's like,
Bornhold's not shadow. Who's the other guy? Buyer?
Buyer, yeah.
Dark friend all day long. That dude's twitchy.
It's twitchy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
He was probably too close to Pat and Fane for too long, and it rubbed off on him at the very least. Or he's full on dark friend.
Yeah. But then Perrin pulls out a card out of the back pocket on that. He's like, Buyer, didn't you let me go to try to murder me outside of a trial?
And they're
like,
Buyer's like,
I forgot about that.
No, I didn't.
He's like, I'm not on trial right now. I'm not on trial.
Yeah. Like, and then Morghese is like, you know what? You're right. You're absolutely right. She's like, you know what? I'm gonna let y'all know. I'm gonna let y'all know a little secret. I find him guilty, but I didn't invite y'all on my land. So
yeah, you weren't one of my armies.
You weren't one of my armies. This is a skirmish between.
So we're gonna between
Two mercenary groups.
Mercenaries.
So, yeah, it's because of Andorian law, it's it was a Canic protocol,
Yeah.
which yep, they're like, yeah.
And so like everybody's like, huh? What does that mean? And Glide's like, oh, interesting choice. So this is probably one of the first
Very clever mother.
Yeah, one of the first major lessons that she gives her son,
Mhm.
her adopted son. Like she's like, you know what? I didn't do right by you before. I'm gonna turn you into a man here. Like I'm gonna finish your training. I'm gonna make you more of a royal. And I want you to think on a higher level than a soldier. And he realizes that in that moment, he's like, she just gave me the it factor.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's so many cool things. So I'm glad you went there with the being motherly towards Galad, because she wasn't just motherly towards Galad. She was towards Perrin too. She was not only like a very fair judge, but she kind of had that motherly parental like feeling towards both of them. Even after hearing everything, before she said the verdict, she looked at Perrin. She's like, Perrin, I can see it on your face. You already know what I'm going to say.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And Perrin, we talked about this before, why he needed this trial, because Perrin does feel guilty. Perrin feels guilty about just about every life he's taken, except for the ones he smashed people's heads in going to get Fail. He's okay with all those.
Uh-huh.
But he does. These first murders have been eating him up.
Right.
And
she just quotes some law. I can't remember how she says, like, you know, if you were to kill someone's donkey, it doesn't give you the right to kill that person in return. Like it's an animal is not
some money.
Equivalent. Like I give you premise that yes, they wronged you by doing that, but the acceptable response is not to kill back.
Yeah.
That's not
Mm-hmm.
Andorian law for animals. You might view them as people, we don't.
Right.
Yeah.
So again, all fair. But I think she still, showed some kindness and respect to Perrin.
Yeah. But she gives Galad the ability to choose the punishment. Perrin, of course, makes the counter argument saying, can you delay punishment till after the last battle? And yeah, so I'll accept whatever you say, but let me fight in the last battle.
Yeah. And the White Cloaks, as much as everybody is chomping at the bit for justice with Perrin, other than Bayar and Bornhold, the rest of them are probably a little bit primed for this response, because even Galad had to give a similar case, when he was in front of, what's his face? The guy that took him prisoner?
Yeah.
From the White Cloaks. And he was like, look, bro, yeah, you could take me, save my army. Like literally the last battle's coming. We can't be killing each other. We need to be sticking together. So they're already kind of primed for this thought of, we are going to the last battle. They've already been talking about, we're going to have to fight alongside Aes Sedai. Like they're already kind of, and so, Perrin making the case also of like, look, guys, do with me what you will when it's all over, but we've got to be together on fighting the last battle. So it wasn't too far-fetched.
And Wayne makes a good point, and why not to call the wolves? I mean, Perry does offer to prove that he's a wolf brother, and Morgay says no. Like there is that scene where Perry's like, I can prove it. No, like, no, don't do that. Don't.
And that was, to your point, that was probably smart by Morgay's.
Yeah.
Because she probably believes him.
Yeah.
100% that he can. She's been around him enough. She's probably like, oh, this all makes sense now.
Right.
But yeah, that could have made it worse. Yeah. Would have made it worse.
Yeah, don't do something like that. That's not. Yeah, don't do something they don't understand, because that's just White Cloaks are fanatics, and when you do things in front of people,
he's a witch.
He's a witch.
Burn him.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's what it would have been.
Yep, pretty much. A witch. And that's pretty much how we end this chapter, right? Yeah, it's just like, and Perrin asks what the punishment is, and Galad kind of smirks, goes, I'll tell you later.
Yeah. Or no, he was like, you haven't told me what my punishment is. And Galad's like, you're right. I haven't told you. And just walks off.
Yep.
And Bayar's upset. And then he's like, all right, mother, you ready to go? And Morgase is like, nah, I'm going to keep traveling with Perrin.
Yeah.
I need to get to my daughter.
Yep.
She knows.
Well, so she also gives some intel to him if he didn't already know. Like, no, Perrin's going to Andor.
Yeah.
And so I'm going with him.
Right.
So I don't know if that was a wink, wink, nudge.
Yeah.
If I was Perrin, I'd have been like, more gays, OBSEC. Jesus Christ. What are you? You're not judged now. Trial's over. You're not judged. You're in my camp. Shut the fuck up. I'm kidding.
But,
Yep.
yeah.
And then we switched to chapter 35, The Right Thing. The Right Thing.
Whatever that is.
Yeah. Well, Egwene and Swan are preparing to trap. Sylviana gets back to tell that Gawain has not returned.
And now she's worried about him.
Yeah.
Because that's how it happens, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now you decide to be worried.
Now he doesn't love me anymore. So no more polite letter this time. Ian, what was your thoughts?
I'm hoping they figure this thing out.
Yeah.
I'm a little worried because like everybody gives Galad so much crap as a character, and I've yet to see the reason. Gawain, yeah. And I've yet to see the reason why. Mm-hmm. So like, is there still one giant mistake in front of him that I haven't seen yet, or are y'all just mad at him for the stuff that's happened so far? Because I'm not. So I might be overthinking it, but like I'm worried he's gonna do something stupid.
I think a lot of people don't like what he did in the White Tower.
Yeah.
He made a decision based off the information that he had.
Yeah.
And it was a good decision in the moment.
Yeah.
Right.
Ask Gawain to come back this time. Don't demand.
Yeah. Be nice about it.
Be nice about it this time. Yeah.
Well, and she can't just put that off on the sister that she had send the note the first time, because even she says, well, I'm pretty sure the first one was probably harsh because I know what she thinks of the situation. I know the type of person she is. So she knew the type of message he was going to get the first go round.
Yeah.
Don't let her be innocent in your eyes and that, well, it wasn't her that wrote the letter. She picked the person. She knew the person. She knew the kind of letter he got the first go round.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it's nice that she's trying to soften it up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully she doesn't get shanked while they're trying to make amends here.
Hopefully not. So then we switch to Perrin.
Elaine got shanked and she survived, so maybe Egwene could get shanked a little bit.
But Egwene did take a beating in the very beginning of the series. So
That's true. Yeah, she don't need no more
beatings. No. She's taken beatings a lot of times. She took a beating with Elida. She took a beating with Shanshan.
She's been hurt enough.
Yeah. So it's just a Perrin. Perrin tells Fael to have the Ashima travel to Whitebridge, and he goes to go ahead and go to the Wolf Train because he's going to try to find a way to fix all of the gateway problems.
Mm-hmm.
That's his.
So there was part of that interaction first where they actually had a conversation about the decision he made. Mm-hmm. And this is in that one of those moments where she actually shows some real respect because he's being a man. And he explained that they all intend on fighting at the last battle. For all those that are killed, there are less to fight then.
Mm-hmm.
So it shows forward thinking on Perrin's thought. And we get lost in Perrin a little bit throughout the middle of the series, where we forget that he is a forward-thinking individual, that he does have a brain.
He got stuck being fixated on Fael and saving her.
Right.
That threw off his character development for sure.
Yeah.
It did. Well, and I don't think it threw off his character development. I think it threw us into another portion of that development, which was what would a man do for his woman? Perrin had to then learn to be decisive because he was not a decisive person in the beginning. And now he's like, all right, I have to make a decision. I have to go forward with it. It's not just thinking, it's doing.
Yeah.
And so by putting that point across to her, she actually agrees. She's like, all right, I'm not going to argue this point with you. You are right. And this is where we're kind of getting a moment of mutual respect between the two of them. And he's like, now I've got to find a way to make it to where we can move our people. And so I've got to do what I've got to do.
Right.
Do you think Fael was clever enough to somewhat instigate that little argument there to get him to respond out loud? Because remember, he said it loud enough that other people around heard. And she knew that the whole camp was not okay with what he did. Mm-hmm. Like they were ready to fight, like to the death, like they're ready to follow this man into whatever at this point. And, the author makes a point of noting after he says it out loud, that people that overheard were kind of like put at ease some with the decision he makes. They're like, ah, shit, well, that makes sense.
And then they kind of.
So is Fael clever enough to have done that on purpose?
She is her mother's daughter.
She was propping her man up.
Mm-hmm.
And then when he gave the right answer, she was like, huzzah. Yeah. All right, I'm with you.
Yeah. And then he tells her, he's like, I'm sure this is Lord Luke. We're going to get rid of him. And they're they're actually near Gillidan, which is where Nome was, which is interesting.
Interesting.
Will we see Nome again?
I don't know. So anything else from this section before we switch back to Galad? Or I guess we go to the Wolf Dream, and we go more into it later.
Yeah.
So,
he just steps
in. Galad and Bayar are arguing. Bayar insists that parents are of the shadow. Galad's like,
I'm not sure that who's of the shadow at this point. He's like, I will let you know this. We will punish him. Like, if he's a dark friend, we'll face him and we'll kill him.
Yeah.
We'll put distance between ourselves and them, and we'll keep an eye. And he's like, you have no proof that he killed your father.
When he talked to Bornhold,
He talks to Bornhold. So, like...
Yeah. Well, Bornhold's already starting to piece it together.
Yeah.
I don't think he needs much more nudging from Galad. Like, that's already coming unraveled in his head right now.
Right.
Bayar, I love Galad. Man, he's good at being in charge.
Agreed.
Like, I would probably follow him. But what he says something like, Bayar, I'm getting a little bit of concern with your lack of discipline and decorum. You've been kind of overstepping your boundaries a little bit, and I'm a little concerned about that. And I think you should be concerned about that too. Like, that was a very polite but very direct threat of get your shit together, or I'm going to forcefully remind you of what your role is here.
I can't wait for that moment, because it's going to come. He can't help himself. Bayar, that is. He can't help himself.
Yeah.
Bayar was around with
Bayar's a dark friend.
What's his name?
What's his name?
The dark friend, Captain Commander.
Padden
Fane. Yeah, he was around Padden Fane, right?
Yes.
Yeah, during the Two Rivers thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was trying to think about this. Is he an outright dark friend? But then remember, just being around that for too long will start to
eat away at you. Yeah.
Eat away at you. So I wonder if it's just that.
Padden Fane's not a dark friend necessarily.
He was.
Yeah, he was, but he's not anymore.
He was, but then he became more.
Yeah. Death.
He's a challenger to the shadow as much as he is everything else right now.
Yeah. I can't wait to see that clash.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Go back to
that dude is straight chaos.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Who's that going to be against?
Ooh, Matt.
Okay.
It has to be. Matt has to close that chapter.
Dagger versus Dagger.
Uh-huh. Like, we're seeing
that'd be good justice. Yeah.
We're seeing part of Perrin's final battle. Like, his whole thing is Slayer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, we know that. I think Matt kind of has to go through it a little bit, because not only does he have to go against Padden Fane.
Bayar's just a dumb white cloak, yeah.
Wait, he could just be a dumb white cloak too.
Yeah.
Super paranoid.
Like, Matt has to go through the tower, and he has to put up with that.
Oh yeah, we did skip over that a little bit. Did you catch when Kalad checked by our boyfriend was disrespecting her gays? Like, that is my mother.
Oh yeah, he's like,
That's my
Oh, yeah.
stepmama. That's my stepmama. You better be careful what you're
yeah.
saying.
He's like, are you calling my
Check your
mom?
tone with me, mama. Mhm.
Like he completely removed himself as Captain Commander. He was like, I'm about to stand on my business and teach y'all.
Yeah. If you're going to put her integrity into question, then now I question everything you think and say. So,
Exactly.
careful.
That's also the sign, like a good son, a good soldier, a faithful, faithful to the crown. Like he really is like the epitome.
Yeah. He has his flaws. He is, like they described him, too rigid at times, but
he's too black and white, but yeah.
Look, I know me. I'm not too far off from that.
Yeah.
You know, I know I have a wild card side to me, but when it comes time to like actually do work, when we're on mission, that's how I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've met people in life that are like that are just black and white. There is no gray. It's just like, this is the way it is, and this is the way it always is, and this is how it's going to be, and there's nothing else but this. And it can be annoying when you have that much of it, where it's like, that's not how it works, though. Like, that's not life.
So I'm kind of a blended mold of that. So doing religious studies in my undergrad, did a lot of philosophy classes. So, I mean, I'm open to the conversations about what values are to be upheld and in what situations. But like, once you make a decision, like, okay, we decided these lives should be saved, we're willing to risk these lives, and we're going to take those lives in order to make it happen. Like, once we've gotten through the morality and established like what we're trying to accomplish, and now we're on mission. That's why I say on mission. Like, once it's been established, all right, the end game is to end up here. Then I'm very black and white. Then look, we've already talked about it. So on step 3 is now not the time to pussyfoot and second guess. Move out or get out the way. So I'm not always like Galad, but I am at times.
Sure.
Well, and we see Perrin quite like that, because he's like, all right, let's go ahead and let's take care of business.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he hops, like I said, well, previously already hopped into Teleron, but he's there in the Wolf Dream. He's with Oak Dancer, Sparks, Boundless, and Hopper.
And there's a strong smell in the dream, and he's following that smell. He's like, all right,
gotta find Slayer.
He literally like thinks about Hopper, and then there he is. He's beside the dome.
Yeah. Yep. And
this is the most tragic part about it not being on Amazon anymore, is that this would be the opportunity for not an 80s montage, but like a dark metal montage with like psychedelic effects.
Yeah.
Like Slayer the band meets Alice in Wonderland meets
pause to say that if we can get 2, not 1, but 2 spin-offs for Game of Thrones, and then we're getting a sequel to Game of Thrones, WTF. Like, I am at the point where I'm about to boycott Game of Thrones, not only because I'm still missing a book.
Yeah. Something like this would be done really well, like in an Arcane style. Have you guys seen Arcane?
Yeah.
Arcane's so good.
Or even if you just switch to like
Arcane,
graphic novel, still frame type stuff.
What's that?
I don't think I have. Where would I find it?
Netflix. It's so good. Arcane's awesome. It's a cartoon.
I'm gonna add it to the list right now.
Oh, it's cartoon. It's anime, kind of anime-ish. I put it in its own category. I know people say it's anime. It's not like a traditional anime. It's not like One Piece or
no, it's on our list, but we haven't started watching it yet.
It is by far. It's fantastic. Fantastic.
Yeah.
And I wish they did more fantasy like that.
Yeah.
But I know the audience, I know they don't have as much of a following for that style. But it's just, you can do so much more. But anyway, it's that.
Yeah, I watch
tell.
it.
Is
the
it
way it
League
is.
of Legends? Yeah, it is League of Legends. Arcane League of Legends. It is.
Okay.
But
All I'm saying is, so what was I saying? Oh yeah, we can get a sequel to the Game of Thrones, but we can't get Wheel of Time. Like, and then what? Netflix picked up HBO. Like,
Yeah, there's got to be a way to get it done.
gotta like Prime just drop the rights to it. Like, give it up to HBO.
I mean, Netflix. No, wait. That deal fell through. You're talking about buying Time Warner Brothers?
Yeah, didn't they?
No,
No,
it fell
Netflix
through.
just brought HBO.
I thought that deal fell through.
Oh.
Maybe I was wrong.
Well, anyways, if HBO were to
I'm
do
sure.
it, they would do a very good job.
Yeah.
Yeah, because yeah, Warner Brothers rejected the bid from Paramount, Netflix to acquire. Okay, wait, there's been a couple things. There's like a whole bunch. It was like being thrown around every which way.
As of December 5th, it was a go.
As of December 5th.
I even got an email about it. So
yeah, but I thought like there was another challenge that came in last minute or something like that. But I can't remember. Because there was a Hostile takeover too. No, but they pulled out. Okay, yeah. So Paramount was going to do a Hostile takeover. But anyway, yeah.
Well,
it's a whole bunch of craziness.
All I'm saying is like I need Prime to just give over all rights to Wheel of Time to HBO or Stars or whoever, and give us what we want.
Yeah.
I want to see this dome in person. I want to see the wolves fighting Slayer in person.
Yeah, but then Slayer kills Oak Dancer, which is not
that
cool.
I don't want to see in person.
Yeah.
This is where you can take some creative, like stretch the truth, change the book a little bit. The wolves all survive. You know, we can't have animals harmed in the creation of this film. So in our version, all the wolves stay alive. They live happy lives because they're doggies, and doggies are good. So,
yep.
Yeah, but if Hopper doesn't die, then Perrin and Egwene get caught, and Perrin just caves.
Oh no, I mean he can't.
He
die.
just gets up.
No dogs can die in the dream world. That's more what I'm worried about.
There you go.
Real world, I think go in the real world because then they can live forever in a world where they can like go wherever they want. Hunt wherever they want, how often they want. Like it's a much better world for them. It's the world I want to be in.
Yeah.
One without real responsibilities.
Yep.
Just thinking it happens.
Yeah. And Sparks gets wounded as well.
Why is Slayer not a wolf but has so much control of the wolf train?
It's Teleron. I mean,
he's been there for quite some time. He's learned how to perfect it.
The Dreamwalkers, the Aiel have really good control. So does Egwene. Like there are other facets besides wolves that have really good control.
Yeah, well, his control is too good.
But Perrin exposes it, and Perrin even says there's something Slayer doesn't have. He ain't a wolf, and Perrin has that side and those abilities also. Yeah, and that's how he's going to beat him. And he's spot on. Like, and it's good for him to lean into that. Because that's the only potential advantage he would have is that he can operate like a human in there the way Slayer does, but can also operate like a wolf.
Well, and you have that battle. I mean, they start to fight. Slayer's slinging arrows without a quiver. Slayer's like above him, behind him, below him, around him. You know, Slayer has a knife and he has a sword. Then he's sinking into the ground and he's popping out of the ground. And Perrin is like, holy cow. I honestly thought this would be the moment where Perrin was going to get like big time injured. I'm like, we can't have Perrin die because he's too much of an important character to the end of the book, and we're almost here.
Yeah,
or into the series.
The wolf training comes in handy though. So like one, his spidey senses of knowing when stuff's happening behind him, but then their ability to know where they are, but where they're going also. And then knowing where they're going, being able to, show up there, but behind them. And he's got counters for it. And some of these counters, as good as Slayer is, Slayer's not expecting it because there's moments where he has looks of not before he looked at Perrin and was impressed, like, oh, you can do this too. Now he's having looks of surprise, like, wait, what? How'd you do that? How'd you counter that? You should be dead right now. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So he's starting to crack his shield.
Yeah, Slayer manages to get away because there's a moment of fear and panic, and so he leaves.
Yep.
But then Perrin does find the Terangrial that
That's the silver rod.
Yeah, the silver rod.
And pulls it out, and weird stuff starts happening. It's fairly trippy. And he tries to
back it up. Back it up.
Yep.
Perrin finds it.
Doesn't Perrin find it?
A wolf finds
Perrin
it.
finds it.
Wolf finds it. Okay.
A wolf.
Hopper
This
finds
wolf got injured in battle,
Sparks
limped away, and continued on mission and
Yeah,
never quit,
Spark.
never gave up. And you're going to say, oh, yeah, a wolf. But I mean, Perrin found it. And then, a wolf helped.
the wolf.
Dark friend.
The wolf.
Guilty.
Alan, are you a white cloak, dark friend?
No, I'm a good
Now you're
old-
hating on wolves?
No, I'm a good old fashioned.
Yeah.
Uh,
Just regular old
very old. Got the T-shirt and everything. Yeah, it's in the other room.
A-team dark friend, though. None of that C-team dark friend. A-team.
C-team, A-team, all the way. Ian's mom, Christmas present from Ian's credit card. Yes, we'll. From your
shoot.
son with love.
Oh, no.
I meant to send her a card.
Please don't.
The red rod. Yeah, we still have that somewhere. It's still
The joke isn't over yet.
The joke isn't over yet. It's still coming.
I'm gonna wait for 5 years after the show, and then I'm gonna send it and record the reaction, and then do a surprise video
Yeah.
on our YouTube channel.
For a while there, I was gonna send it to Daniel Green just because he did live on, or he did like the videos where he unboxed gifts from fans, like on YouTube.
Oh,
So I was gonna
that would be genius. You should
send
do
it,
that.
but I don't think he does that anymore. And yeah, I was going to. That was a long time ago when I was thinking about that. So yeah, so Sparks finds the rod. Perrin goes and tracks to it, pulls it out, pulls the rod out, and tries to jump with it. Doesn't work. But realizes he can jump to the edge of the dome.
Right.
So starts doing this
He
thing.
can stay within it, but then wherever he is, he's back to the middle. So he
starts
can
doing
move
this,
it.
like, leapfrogging thing, like where he's like moving it really far away. It's like, I'm moving somewhere where Slayer can never find it. Which he doesn't.
Which is interesting. Like Slayer can just think about it and pop up beside it.
Yeah.
Isn't that how it works?
He's got to know where it is. Can't just think of it.
When you all get
No,
together,
there's
you
one
need to
way.
have that damn thing with you. Jordan Con. It needs to come to Jordan Con. It has to come to Jordan Con.
I'll make it happen.
Okay.
I just emptied out my storage unit, so I know exactly where it is now because I had to pack it up where the kids aren't going to find it.
Sure.
Did you find
Yeah.
Loyal as well?
Oh yeah, he helped me move the couch. Shit, I got a bad back. I can't be moving that stuff by myself.
Did it. Yeah. Anyway. So yeah, and that's how we end this chapter with us moving the dome far
Yep.
away to where we do not know.
That away.
Three
That
good
away.
chapters.
Yeah, these were good chapters.
Perrin was a good boy.
Perrin was a good boy.
He's a good boy.
All right. So anything else from these chapters before we do favorite character?
No.
Okay.
Mm.
Not on my end, at least.
Okay. Yeah. So favorite character.
Yeah.
I've got a couple. I want to say the one that keeps rising to the top is Morgaze.
Okay, I like that one. That's
The
a good
way I know it was a short part, but it's a the trial is something we've been anticipating so much,
No,
and
because
weren't really sure how Morgaze would go, but that couldn't have been written any better.
No.
She did it exactly how she could have. Chris, your points about her being a mother to Galad, like I kind of thought about that, but not in that with that depth. And you are on point. She is definitely teaching him by giving him this responsibility. You know, you want your kids to be responsible kids. You have to give them opportunities to be responsible. And this is like that to the, I want you to be this kind of person. So I'm giving you the opportunity to do that sort. Yeah. That's big. So
yeah,
I like more gays, but there's a lot of good choices in these chapters.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Chris?
More gays is at the top, and so is Galad for me.
Okay.
It's really hard, though. I think Perrin and his, and I feel like Perrin's like the easy one. Perrin's had a lot of growth, and so he's gonna get it. He's gonna get it, because even Fael has some growth here too. But Perrin has grown in so many different ways and made so many boss decisions for the good, that all of which we could agree with. We did not at one point today say, what was Perrin thinking?
I had kudos for him, like across the board.
Yeah. So Perrin's my favorite character.
Yeah.
Alan is your favorite character?
I'm gonna give it to Sparks.
Yeah.
The one that found the rod?
Wounded. Crawling towards the rod. There you go.
Alan, you redeemed yourself.
Yes.
Give it to Sparks. Because he's a good boy.
He's a good boy.
Yeah. Too bad Varen couldn't talk to you before losing her life. I think Alan, you're showing there is a way to come back from being a dark friend. Maybe it's not over for you.
I mean, if I see one of the wolves in the wolf stream, I'm just gonna be.
You cannot pick that dog.
No.
Cannot pick that dog.
You
cannot pick that dog.
No.
That's still the cutest thing ever. That poor child. To let her pet
that dog.
You learn a lesson that day.
Yeah.
I bet you that bear wouldn't have done anything. That bear probably.
No, it's a black bear. Yeah.
You would have just rolled in.
You know.
Did you see the video, like in Gatlinburg, or the Pigeon Forge in Gatlinburg? There was a black bear that was walking through the street, and some random tourist tried to go up and like push the bear out of the way, and the bear like snapped at him. Like it didn't attack him, but it was just like
no.
Yeah, but a decent sized black bear swats you, you're gonna fly.
Yeah. It was,
Swats one of you. I weigh as much.
Little Tennessee.
Yeah, you would move, Chris. You wouldn't fly, but they'd be able to move you.
Oh yeah.
A well-fed, yeah. But okay, I was gonna say one of my honorable mentions for character of the week. I was thinking Bornhold, but we're not quite there yet.
Yeah.
Him. All right. So him being so convinced that Perrin killed his father. One, thinking anything evil about somebody for a long enough time, your ego gets tied to it, your pride gets tied to it. It's so hard to change your mind and let go of that, right? Mm-hmm. But this is about his father. So like there's some very deep emotions attached to his hate of Perrin because of this. And for him to even have the capacity to start to reflect on that and unwind that. I know he hasn't fully done it yet. I'd like to see where that goes. But yeah, big move there.
Agreed.
And he could just as easily revert back and be like, no, it's just easier to hate Perrin. Because honestly, at that point of hating somebody and blaming somebody that long for something that hurtful to you, it's not uncommon to, even if they come close to forgiveness and, looking at the truth of it, just snapping back. It's just easier to hate.
Yeah, it is easier to hate. You know how we know that? Because of Alan's statement. No one walks so long in the light that they can't be turned to the shadow. Spoiler on how. He just gave us a spoiler. He gave us a clue. You're just a true dark friend.
Still a dark friend.
True dark friend.
Still a dark friend.
I knew I had to click over to chat because I heard and Alan was grinning. I was like, oh boy.
Let the hate flow through.
Those in chat that have read know, and they're all like
we'll get there. So next week we'll be doing 3 chapters. We'll do live reacting to these on Thursday. So come check it out if you're a patron. If you're not a patron, come join Patreon. So those 3 chapters are 36, 37, 38, an invitation.
Ooh.
And then the 2 important chapters, Darkness in the Tower,
which is where they get Messina,
and Wounds. wounds.
Ooh.
Like Wayne's getting shanked.
No. Who else has deep wounds that need to be dealt with?
Well, there's Rand and his wound. There's still. I mean, maybe we get some Matt Dagger, and I mean that's on my mind because we were just talking about it.
And
some bad and Fane Matt would be cool.
I'm moving away from Matt just because we know he's traveling to the tower, so we're not going to see much on that from Matt. But I think we need to see a little bit more cleansing of Rand.
Yeah.
Addressing some things. I think that's the route they're going to go with that, with wounds. Yeah.
I like it.
Could be completely wrong. Alan, what do you think?
Yeah. I think it's there's gonna be some woundage that has to be dealt with. Yeah. That's all I got.
I mean, what could they have possibly put in Rand's side that it seems to, at least once a month, it'll re-injure itself and starts bleeding for about a week or so, and he gets really cranky, and then it goes away, and I don't know what they attach to his side there. Just, never heard of anything that does that.
Nope.
To a person.
I don't know. Just get one of those little bags, you put the side that lets the drainage,
I don't think Alan's picking up what I'm putting down.
No, I'm not.
Either that
they
or
use magic and put a vagina on his side. They finally peel back the clothes to take a look at it. They're like, "Oh shit!" Matt's like, "I know what that is."
Now I do.
I know what to do here.
But now I do.
Yeah. Sorry.
This is why I'm drawn to you.
Anyway,
sometimes I come up with stupid stuff.
So that's what we're doing next week, apparently. And so until then, you can go ahead and find us at thewheelreads.com, the website where you can find all links to all the cool things. Okay. Don't forget to like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. And that's all I got for this week. That's it.
Until next time.
Peace.
Okay, bye.
Thank you for watching The Wheel Reads.
Until next time.
Okay, bye.
Get your Coast Guard certified life-saving device ready and strapped on.
Where are we going tonight?
What kind of strap on you talking about? Sure.